Welcome to A Black Girl in Her SaaS, where I will be talking about all things software as a service for you. So, in my last video, I talked about how I got started with SaaS, software as a service. So, if you did not watch that, go ahead and go back and watch that. Um, if you did, you know a little bit more about me and my journey in the SaaS world. And today, I wanted to talk about what I would do differently if I had to do it all over again. And the reason that I want to talk about this is again, this channel is to give you some insight into things that I did not have insight into when I first started in SaaS or when I first started my SaaS company. And so this may help you not make some mistakes that I did when I first started. And so let's start with number one. First of all, I'm Shaquana Hughes, your favorite SaaSpreneur. And this channel is to help women of color, men, um, people who are proportionately disadvantaged, succeed in this world, this new technological world that we're in. So again, what I would do different if I was starting my SaaS company all over again is number one. When I first started, I'm a bells and whistles kind of girl. So when I see like all of the nice shiny objects, I want everything, whatever. And so there's three different plans with high level. Well, actually there's only two now. When I started there was three. So you could start off with the $97 plan, which is like the solopreneur. You just want to use the software. You don't want to try to sell the software to anyone else. You're just going to use it for yourself, right? Then the next level is a white label version where you can white label it, make and what white label means is you put your branding on top of their software. So it doesn't have high level on it, it has your company on it. So that's what white labeling means. So you can white label it and you can sell it to as many people as you want. So just like you would sign up for HubSpot or Dubsado or something like that, someone can sign up for your software with your branding. Everything is geared towards that. And then there is the pro plan. So you have the solopreneur, and then you have the middle plan. I'm not sure exactly what it's called, maybe small business or something like that. And then you have the pro plan, which is the highest plan. It's 497. The first plan is 97. The second one is 297, and the third one is 497. When I tell you that that is unbelievable, unheard of, because you can have hundreds of thousands of however many people that you want on this software, and you pay that one amount. You pay for like text messaging and that kind of thing. Some people have different apps that they've integrated with it. If you want to have your own white label customer service, 24-hour customer service for your clients who's using the software, that's an additional cost. But just to get people into the software, they're using your software, it's a flat 297. And then for the SaaS plan, it's 497. And I did not understand what that meant originally. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. So SaaS is, the pro plan is when you sign up, you white label your service, you have your clients sign up under your software, but when they sign up, it's automatic, their account is automatically created. That's done for you. It's called a SaaS configurator. Your account is going to be set up automatically. They're going to get their password, all of their login information and all of that as soon as they sign up. You don't have to do anything on your end. So that saves you time, and that is amazing. It's great. But there are other ways, once you get into automating things and stuff like that, you'll see there are other ways to do that. It just requires a little bit more work on your end. But that's one thing. The big thing about the pro plan and being on the 497 plan is that you can bill your clients at a markup for texting and phone service, because High Level has texting and phone service built into the system, which is through a third party, but it's in the system. You use it within the system. Um, but you can mark it up. So you may pay, let's say, 2 cent for per minute for a call or for a text message. You can mark it up 10 cents. So then you're making 8 cents on everything that your clients, do, which is great if you have a lot of clients to rebuild. Like there are people making a lot of money. I think that Go High Level makes a lot of money rebilling us for text messaging and calling and things like that. So there's money to be made in that. But if you don't have a lot of clients, and if you don't have clients who are texting and calling people often, you're not going to make any money off of that. So that is kind of not an advantage to you. Again, with the setting up the accounts automatically where your account holders get their login information, you don't have to do anything on your end. It's other ways around that. So, with all of that being said, if I had to do it all over again, I would start with either a solopreneur plan, or if you have a few clients or you know that you're going to get a few clients quickly, then you start with the middle plan. But just to get your feet wet in the software, learn it for yourself, start using it. I will start off with the $97 plan, unless you have a large. Now, a lot of the people who started using Go High Level originally, the system was built for agency owners, so marketing agency owners. And when the marketing agency owners would come over to Go High Level, they would bring their agency clients. So they may have had 10, 20, 50, 100, 300 clients that they were bringing over to the system. That makes sense to start off with the pro plan. But if you're not doing that, then there's no need for that. Now, if you have clients, if you already have a clientele, like I was doing systems already, I was helping people to set that up. So I was getting clients and I could get them into the system, then that may be a reason to start off for the 297 plan. Or if you know that you're going to market the hell out of this and you're going to get clients quickly, that may be another reason to start off at the 297 plan. So that's the first thing that I would do differently if I was going to start with Go High Level again. Another thing that I would do differently is have a process for selling. Now, this I'm kind of go off on a little tangent here, but I have learned so much about marketing. All of the money that I've spent into this software is probably more well spent on what I've learned about marketing, not being a marketer, um, in business, than even paying for the software. So you get once you sign up, you get access to their group, and so in the group, of course, people are sharing tips and tricks and, trying to sell their stuff. And, so I've learned a ton about marketing. And I am great at delivering an amazing client process when my clients come in to the system. But as far as like marketing and getting clients before they even sign up, when they're just prospects or leads or whatever the case may be, I did not have a process for that. So, either before or immediately after signing up, you need a process on how to get leads into your pipeline, which I'm saying a lot of jargon here, but um, hopefully a little bit about this type of thing, but you're getting people into your sphere so that you can take them through the process and hopefully get them to purchase your services or software, whatever your marketing thing is. So that is something that I took a long time to develop, and it helped me back tremendously. So having some kind of lead process where you're getting people into your pipeline, you're getting people into your sales pipeline so that you can sell to them. I was more worried about once the client, said yes, and what the process was for them to go through there, which is extremely important, but that was my jam. But I did not have the process to get people into the system, which stifled my growth and, kind of held me back. Um, so that would be the second thing. And I'm grateful for the community. I know that now. I've learned a lot now, and I kind of have that down pat. And the last thing that I would say that I would do differently is, so I'm going to have to tell a little bit of a story here, and then I'll tell you what the last thing is. So the last thing is has to do with when I first started with Go High Level. There was a lot of talk about leads and prospects and how to get as many as you can and get on as many calls as you can and sell the software to as many people as you can. And I kind of fell right into that. That was what was talked about the most. And not so much about quality leads or getting people on calls with people who actually want the software, who need it. At one point I listened to a podcast or some kind of training or, course or something, and they were saying you should be having talking to 100 people a day or a week or something like that. And I'm like, what the hell? But I was with it, and I spent a lot of time trying to get people on the phone and talking to people who really didn't even want what it is that I had to offer. Again, that goes back into having a process. If I would have had a process, once the people said yes, they wanted to get on a call, maybe they filled out a questionnaire or something like that, where they said, yes, I do want this or I do need this. And then we got on a call, right? Um, if I had to do it differently again, I would focus more on content and building an audience, right? And here is why. For one, it takes a while to build an audience. It takes a while to get your content out there to the masses. But once you do, then it's easier to get those leads into the pipeline. You actually have people who want what you have to offer coming through your process because they've seen your videos, they've seen your content. And content doesn't actually have to mean social media content. It can be a blog, it can be a vlog, it can be a voice podcast where you don't show your face or something like that. But I will start and focus on content first, right? If you are a marketer, you have a marketing background, you have a large following already, you have a lot of clients already, then of course, get those calls on the books and, go that route. But if you're just starting out and you're a solopreneur and you don't have a huge audience, you don't already have a lot of clients, you don't have a marketing background, you barely have your foot in the door, I would say start building your content, start creating content, whatever that is to you. And in addition to that, get those people on the phone, book those calls, but make sure you have some kind of process that they can go through so that you're not wasting your time, so that you're not wasting their time, and that you all are on the same page once you get on this call. So those are the three things that I would do differently. I would definitely make sure I know what the plans are, what they mean before I sign up for where my business is, and what my goals are, for that before I just sign up for the largest plan that they have. The second thing is having a, lead or funnel process. I didn't want to say funnel because, everyone thinks funnel is something different, but, I would have some kind of process for my clients or the prospects and leads to go through before they got to me. And then the third thing would be content. I would start creating content, especially today. Maybe 3 years ago, the calls were the thing to do, but today the content is the thing to focus on the most, whether it be a YouTube channel, social media, which YouTube is social media, a vlog, like I said, a blog or a podcast or something like that. I will start creating content so that people can get to know me, who I am, and it's going to make it easier for you to get those people into your system so that you can take them through so that they can become a client. So those are the three things that I would do differently if I was joining this SaaS company again, high level, and starting on that journey. Everybody's is going to be different. You may say, I'm going to go a completely different way. That is great, fine. We're all here to do our thing. But I'm just saying for someone who's not sure where they want to start or what they want to do, the route they want to go, I would say take those things into consideration before you go all in, right? So, again, thank you for joining me. The best way to support this channel, because it's new at this time, is to like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment. Let me know what you thought about this. Let me know if you have any questions. You can definitely reach out to me. Click the links that I have. You can follow me on other platforms and things like that. So, but I thank you for joining me, and I'll see you guys again later. Bye.